Welcome friends, welcome to this session of problem solving. Let's try to solve some of the questions of our favorite topic, arithmetic progression. Let's see the first question. So let's read the question carefully. For what value of k will k plus 9, 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 7 are the consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression? Okay, this is very simple question. Friends, we know that the common difference between the consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression are constant. Okay? So on that basis, we'll decide what value of k we must put. And this is how it is done. So if 2k plus 7 minus 2k minus 1, this is the difference between these two consecutive terms, right? This must be equal to 2k minus 1, this number, minus k plus 9. This is the only key point the question was asking for. Now just simplify this expression and get the value of k. We'll be little fast over here. So for the value of k is equal to 18, we'll get these three consecutive terms forming an arithmetic progression. You can further write as so you can see that if we put k 18, we'll get 27, 35 and 43, where the common difference is of 8. Right? We are done with the question. This was very simple question, wasn't it? Okay, so let's see the second question. First of all, read the question carefully. The fourth term of an AP is 0. Prove that 25th term of the AP is 3 times its 11th term. Okay, now see this answer part, how to solve it. Now first of all, write the given part. So what is given to you? Given is the fourth term is 0. So simply we can write T4. We represent T4 as fourth term in AP. This is 0. And we have to prove that T25, 25th term, is 3 times T11. Right? Now see the solution part. T4 is 0. And we have to prove T25 is equal to 3 times T11. Now, how to proceed? We don't have A and D and no other knowledge other than these three, T4, 25 and 11. So we'll take the help of given thing, T4. What we can do is, we can write T4 in the form of A plus T. We know the formula Tn, which is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Remember? So we'll write T4 as T4, which is equal to a plus n minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3d. A plus 3d, which is equal to 0. So this is our equation number 1. That means whenever we get a plus 3d, we can simply write 0 over there. This is a kind of hint for us. Now we'll write T25 and T11 in the same form. So T25, we can write it as A plus 24D. Now simply here I am getting some clue that if I write A plus 24D in the form of A plus 3D, then I can simply put 0 instead of a plus 3d. So I can write a plus 24d as a plus 3d plus 21d. Now a plus 3d simply will become 0. That means T25 is 21d. Right? Similarly, on the other hand, if we do it for T11, we can write a plus what? 10d. And then a plus 3D plus 7D. Very simple. Now again a plus 3D is 0. So T11 is 7D. We have to prove that this T25 is 3 times T11. Now if we multiply T11 by 3, we'll simply get 21D. 3 into 7 is 21D. So if we write this equation as equation number 2 and this as equation number 3, then we can simply say that from equation 2 and 3, T25 is equal to 3 times T11. Isn't it? This was again a simple question. Okay, now we'll go to the third question. In this question, I'm going to give you some idea and you have to solve this for me. Okay, this is really very simple question. Read the question. The houses in row are numbered consecutively from 1 to 49. Show that there exists a value x such that the numbers of the houses preceding the house numbered x is equal to the sum of the numbers of the houses following x. Now how to picturize this question in your mind? This is our first house, house number 1, and so on till house number 49. Now the question is saying that there exists a value x such that the sum of the numbers of the houses preceding the house, that means sum of 1 to proceeding to x, the number will be x minus 1. This must be equal to the sum of the numbers of the houses following x, and after x it will be x plus 1. Right? So you have got actually two arithmetic progression. In other words, we can say that the first one is 1, 2, 3 and so on to x minus 1. Okay, and the second one is x plus 1, x plus 2 to 49. So you will be finding sum, that means sx minus 1, and in this case it will not be s49. Okay, because s49 means we are adding the numbers from 1 to 49, all the numbers, summation of first 49 numbers. In fact, here exists x. We are only adding numbers after this. That means from x plus 1 to 49. So from this 49, if we edit, or you can say subtract 1 to x, the remaining line segment will start from x plus 1. That means we have to find the sum of s49 minus x. What is a over here? A is 1 and d is also 1 for the first arithmetic progression. For the second arithmetic progression, a is x plus 1 and d is 1 only. Okay, so this is all picturization of each and every question you must do before attempting them. Formulae are just like a machine in which we put data and get the required value. But collecting data and using it in right way is what we must learn. Like in the first question, we use the principle that differences must be equal. In the second example, we used formulae and its standard form in bits and pieces to make it easy and solvable. Why we faced difficulty in the last sum? Although we knew Tn and Sn, but where and how to use was the main task, right? Therefore, mugging a formulae is not a big deal, rather how to use them must be our priority. I hope you liked this session.
The complete course for Math Grade 10th SSC Maharashtra State Board is now available in pen drive and SD card format. Our quick revision chart book is also available in English and Marathi language. Click on the link to buy now. You may also check the description below. Thank you.